The fate of or Palestinians, civilians, and how could the potential escalation of violence impact the humanitarian situation in Gaza, particularly concerning access to aid and resources?
Well, to be honest with you, the humanitarian situation is like is very much a miserable situation. What we're seeing is an intentional policy of starvation. It's not the issue of enough aid or not enough aid. And I'm sure everybody has seen the letter which the U.S. Defense Secretary and the U.S. Secretary of State have jointly sent to the Israeli Defense Minister just a couple of days ago, last Sunday to be particular, in which they openly criticized the Israelis and they even threatened them that within 30 days, if they did not allow the humanitarian assistance to go through, particularly to northern Gaza, this is going to bring the U.S. administration, the outgoing administration of President Biden, to reconsider the military assistance that they are providing the Israelis, because this policy of starvation and forcing Palestinians to leave their homes and towns in the northern of Gaza basically amounts to a war crime, and it even violates the U.S. laws, let alone international war laws and something like the case which the ICC Prosecutor General is trying to bring against Netanyahu and Gallant. So, I mean, it goes beyond the issue of humanitarian assistance. This is an intentional policy by the Israeli government, by the current right-wing Israeli government, to try to force Palestinians in Gaza to flee their land and to push them towards the Egyptian border. And that's why Egypt has been very firm from the beginning of the war that we are not going to allow any forcible transfer of Palestinians into Egyptian territory. But again, this policy of starvation and not allowing humanitarian aid, it's not just out of desire to punish the Palestinians, but it's actually part of a plan to make Gaza unbearable, a place where nobody can live at all, whether because of the lack of sanitation, the lack of water, the lack of food, or because of the widespread damage that's existing right there. And that's why, again, the issue is very dangerous. The situation is extremely dangerous. And we've all seen how the Israelis have violated all limitations. They bomb schools, they bomb hospitals, they bomb UN shelters. So definitely that's the aim of all this, is to push Palestinians to leave their land and to empty Gaza for the extremists who want to rebuild settlements there.